Hey there, and welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you're a Maryland driver juggling a crazy work schedule, family stuff, and suddenly you notice that looming expiration date on your license, well, take a deep breath. You are in exactly the right place. Today, we're focusing on the ultimate time-saving solution for busy people, renewing your Maryland driver's license online. We're going to break this whole process down into a really clear, actionable guide so you can handle this essential civic duty right from the comfort of your couch.
Let's be totally honest for a second. Do you just dread the MVA waiting line? We've all felt that sudden spike of anxiety when we glance at our ID and realize it's about to expire. The immediate thought is usually a groan-inducing image of having to take time off work, gathering a giant mountain of paperwork, and sitting in a crowded, noisy motor vehicle administration office. But the good news? It really doesn't have to be that way anymore.
Okay, let's just dive right into our roadmap. We're going to cover the online renewal advantage, check if you're eligible, walk through a step-by-step guide, handle the completing and paying part, talk about what to expect next, and finish up with a quick wrap-up and disclaimer. We are going to solve this problem systematically.
Part 1. The online renewal advantage. Maryland has completely modernized this process, creating what's basically a highly convenient, time-saving magic key for the modern driver. Skipping the line is available 24/7. And honestly, here's the absolute best part. Getting through this online process grants you a massive 8 more years of hassle-free driving privileges. 8 years! For most standard renewals, Maryland issues licenses valid for an 8-year term. Just think about that. If you knock this out today, you literally won't have to think about the MVA again for almost a decade. How great is that?
Moving on to part 2, are you eligible? Before you get too comfortable, we do need to make sure you actually qualify, because there are some pretty strict parameters in place.
So who exactly gets to use this portal? Generally, you're good to go if you hold a standard non-commercial Class C license, if you have a real ID, you know, the one with the little star, and if your current photo on file is less than 16 years old, which is probably a good thing, because nobody wants to keep an embarrassing haircut from 2008 forever. On the flip side, you absolutely must visit a branch in person if you need to change your name or address, if your license has been expired for a year or longer, or if you hold a limited-term credential tied to a temporary legal presence in the U.S. Oh, and quick heads up, if you do hit that 1-year expiration mark, Maryland makes you apply as a completely new applicant. Yep, retaking the knowledge and skills tests. Definitely don't let it lapse that long.
Age is another huge factor in your eligibility, specifically regarding vision testing. Maryland has these age-triggered cycles. If you're under 40, you only need to pass a vision test every other time you renew. But, and this is important, if you're 40 and over, state law requires a vision test at every single license renewal. So that obviously presents an extra hurdle for older drivers wanting to skip the line.
Now, what are they actually looking for during these tests? For an unrestricted license, you need visual acuity of 20/40 or better in each eye, along with a continuous field of vision of at least 140 degrees. If your vision falls somewhere between 20/40 and 20/70, you might get a restricted license, meaning you have to wear corrective lenses or maybe use dual outside mirrors. If it's worse than 2100, that is an absolute bar to licensing.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how drivers 40 and older can actually still renew online despite those strict rules. The secret? Utilizing an authorized vision provider, or AVP. These are licensed Maryland eye doctors who are registered in the MVA medical portal. You just get your eyes checked by an AVP, and they electronically zap your passing results straight to the MVA. As long as that electronic submission happens within 12 months of your online renewal, boom, you are cleared to skip the MVA line entirely.
All right, part 3, your step-by-step guide. Once you know you're eligible, I promise you the actual application process is wonderfully straightforward.
Let's walk through the 4 main steps. First, preparation. Gather your current license, your social security number, and your payment method before you sit down to type. You should also check the actual notice the MVA sends out. They mail and email renewal notices before your expiration date, and it'll explicitly state if you're eligible for online renewal. Step 2, head over to the official Maryland Department of Transportation website and log into the My MVA portal. Making an account is super fast if you don't already have one. Step 3, carefully verify your personal information. Seriously, double-check for typos. And Step 4, hit submit. It really is that fast once your documents are ready.
Part 4, completing and paying. Okay, so you've verified your info, you've submitted the application, and now you've reached the final hurdle, the checkout counter.
Just to set clear expectations right up front, The standard fee for an 8-year non-commercial driver's license renewal in Maryland is $72. Now, if for some reason your renewal is prorated, maybe due to the length of your legal stay or some other specific circumstance, that fee breaks down to exactly $9 per year.
Paying that fee online is incredibly versatile and secure. The MyMVA portal takes Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, mobile wallet pay, or even an e-check. The second you click Pay, your transaction processes immediately and your renewal is officially in the system. Just a quick best practice though, always save or print a confirmation receipt, just in case there's a weird glitch.
Part 5. What to expect next. You've paid your $72, but you're probably wondering, okay, when do I actually get to hold my physical license? Let's look at the timeline.
Here's exactly how this plays out. Right away, the system will prompt you to print a temporary paper license. Do that and keep it in your wallet right next to your old card. Then, within about 7 to 15 days, your shiny new, highly secure permanent card will arrive in your mailbox. And upon arrival, there is a quirky but really important legal reminder. You have to destroy your old license. Maryland law strictly dictates that you are only allowed to hold one active driver's license at a time.
But what if, during our eligibility check earlier, you realized you have to go in person? Maybe you need a name change or you're upgrading to a real ID. Don't stress, just use this quick checklist. When you schedule your branch appointment, bring your current driver's license. Bring an official Social Security document like your original card or a W-2. You'll need 2 distinct proofs of Maryland residency. Think a vehicle registration card and a utility bill. And of course, bring any necessary vision or medical forms. Preparation is absolutely the key to getting out of that office quickly.
Finally, Part 6. Wrap-up and disclaimer. We have covered the huge advantages, the eligibility rules, the vision requirements, and the step-by-step portal instructions. It is truly amazing how much time and energy we can save by managing the civic duty directly from our laptops to smartphones.
Before we say goodbye, I do need to give a quick official disclaimer. The information provided in this explainer is accurate as of our current review of the source material, but state policies, eligibility rules, and administrative fees can occasionally shift, so we highly encourage you to verify everything directly with the official Maryland Department of Transportation MVA website before you dive into your personal renewal process.
I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. What are you going to do with the hours you just saved by skipping the MVA line? Whether it's catching up on work, spending time with family, or simply taking a well-deserved nap, the convenience of the MyMVA portal gives that time right back to you. Let us know how you plan to spend your saved time down in the comments, and hey, thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.